wonderful people, this is BVI Channel 1, and I still remain Associate Peters welcoming you on this live broadcast, coming to you from the studios of BVI Channel 1. Today on Matters Arising, we shall be looking at the traditional rulers institution in Igboland. That's where we're going to be talking about, taking our point of view from the Igboland. We'll be talking about the Igweship, the traditional rulers institution in Igboland. Should it be abolished? Okay. Don't forget that this is a live broadcast and we have rules of engagement on this live broadcast where we allow you and give you the opportunity to air your opinion and views regarding the topic under discussion. The numbers to call remain +234 810 4545 533. You can see that at the top corner of the screen. Okay, and if you're joining us for the first time, you're welcome to this interactive section. Click on the subscription button and on the bell for notification so that you will always be abreast with whatever thing we are uploading on our platform and anytime we are live. Okay, this is a family, this is a platform where we'll tell you the truth the way it is without missing a word. Having said that, don't forget we can also read your comments. If you can't call through, you can drop your comments on the live chat. We'll read it at the course of this program. And most especially, I must tell you that this program, you know, is coming from this part of the world, Nigeria. And, you know, the power situation, okay? So I want to tell you that as the course of this program, there might be an interruption. So whatever happens, please, we will always fix it, all right? So I'm just pre-informing you in case there is some obstruction and we need to switch, all right? Thank you for watching this program and being part of this program already. What we want you to do is to share the live broadcast as we're having now so that more people can, you know, join us on this live interactive section. Okay, we'll also tell you that network could be a factor that may interrupt. Please, we will always stick on this program until we expire our time here. So in case you experience some buffering, please stay put, all right? Don't change the dial, those who will always say that. Now, let us quickly hit the gear because I'm not going to be doing too much of the talking today. We have seen what is happening in Igboland, particularly in Anambra State, regarding the activities of these so-called exalted throne, Igwe, Igwe, traditional rulers. They call them traditional rulers. Good. And you know, traditional rulers or rulers have subjects. And you know the relationship between a ruler and a subject. It is a total aberration of our indigenous identity as a people. Okay? That will also send you the signal that this institution is really something we need to look into. First of all, we have to consider how did we come to Igweship, this kingship, this rulership in Igboland today. And we'll appreciate the historical trace on how Igbo started, you know, this Igweship and the rest of them. We're going to go back to the history and understand what works for us and how we got to where we are today. What happened or what is happening in Anambra State that led to the suspension of 12 Igwes by the governor, by the state government, good, is a thing of shame. Yes, we all know that the system in this part of the world, in our homeland, is embellished in corruption and impunity, especially among those that call themselves leaders at all strata, from the government to the traditional, even to the religious bodies. Okay? So every facet of our societal activity is embellished with corruption and impunity. It's just like as the fish cannot avoid water, So our political class and Nigeria as a whole, they cannot avoid corruption and impunity. But nevertheless, we as a people will have a choice to change the narrative, and that is what we are here to do. BVI Channel 1 is here to engage the people, to conscientize the people. We interact as a people and fashion a way out, because we can't continue like this. You all are witness to what happened recently, where it was caught on camera, where some traditional rulers were sharing money, okay, among themselves. And there are issues, whatsoever issue that they have with the governor or the man at the center of the game, who is advertisers, okay? No matter what issue that is there, whatever differences, for the fact that everything now revolves around money. How much do you have? How much do you have? Okay? It has made a mess of our traditional institution. It has led to injustice, intimidation, and oppression of the people. Which is why I said in my earlier video, if you have not watched that video where I talked about the Igwe and their roots, you know, their antecedent, where they came from, the Igwe chief, the Igwe institution, from the Warrant chiefs. Now, I'm going to do a very quick narrative. I'm not going to go into all that in detail. I've done that already in the past, okay? You can go back to our recent videos, you'll see where I talked about the traditional rulership, the Igwes, and their, you know, being the modern Warrant chiefs. So, before colonization, or before the white men encroached in our territory, we have a system of administration. We have an indigenous traditional institution that governs the people, all right? And it is called the Council of Elders. This Council of Elders are drawn from elders of the land, from different clans within that community, or from different omonas within that community. These elders represent each clan, and they form Council of Elders. There they make decisions. There they take decisions. That is what we call collegiate leadership. That is what we call Republican system of governance. That is the kind of democracy our people practice at that time, where everybody's voice is heard, where everybody is represented. It has different, you know, stages. We have the youth, we have the omadas, and the rest of them. Each of them carrying out their activities at their level. All right? And it helped our society to strive. You don't have people who have dubious character in the Council of Elders. You only have men of integrity, men of truth. You know, that time, the tool for justice is offer, and you don't just go there and lie. It will just strike you down. Okay? So at that time, there was serenity, there was truth, there was justice, and our society was thriving very well. You know, we don't have that level of criminality that we have now in our society. And people are being recognized and given title based on their achievement and contribution in their society. Okay? So, but when the white men came, after they have conquered our people through some people that committed atrocities that were abolished into the Igbo forest. So some of these outcasts were the ones these white men colonized first, taught them, equipped them, they used the force of arms to take over our lands. And these men were appointed warrant chiefs by the white people. Remember that. They were appointed by the white people, and they are called warrant chiefs. Because in our system, there is nothing like kingship, so there's nobody they can appoint as a king. We have collegiate leadership, so they scrap out the white people, destroyed the institution of governance in our world, and installed this kingship we have in Igboland today, which we now call Igwe. Now, when the white men left, these warrant chiefs became what we now call the Igwes. And to keep the status quo, the institution of colonization as Nigeria is. You know, Nigeria is an institution of colonization. It's a product of colonization. So they set up colonization institutions that enable them to intimidate, to oppress, to subjugate, to exploit our people. So these are the institutions set up by the white people, the Warrant chiefs. So through them, they call it indirect rule. And our people at that time resisted them. Any person that is, even up to today, some people see some families that are called Warrant chief families, they are not really properly integrated in the society because they know the involvement of their forefathers. Okay? So this Warrant chiefs today is now the institution we now call the Igwe. We must appreciate that. And to maintain the same status quo, all right, the government of the day are now the people giving certificates of return. Yes, they give certificate of return of any Igwe. They appoint Igwes. In many cases, they are the ones that the governors appoint the people that will be the Igwe and give them certificate of office or staff of office. Okay? Now, that is what we are witnessing today because the governors in every state are now the ones appointing the Igwes. Similar thing is happening in the north and in the west, where governors appoint the Obas and the Emirs. Remember what happened in Kano State, where the former Emir was removed and another one replaced. So these are the things you can find in Nigeria today. These are set up. Although those ones, they have that practice already. That's the northern people, they have emirship before the white men came. So they only, you know, they only appoint the people that, you know, represent their own feelings, their own aspiration, their own interest, the white men interest. So they make them emirs. And if you are not performing, they remove you. The same thing is happening or was happening in the West with the Yoruba people, with the Oba institution. They have their own system already. But here, the difference is that we don't even have this institution in place. So it was the white men that introduced it in the first instance. So that is the big difference. And our people resisted it. But today, we have the worst of our people in our homelands today emerging as the Igwes. People with questionable characters. People you don't even know how they made their money. People who don't know how they came to limelight. People who don't have any trace of honor in their family or in their name. So these are the people most of the time that emerge Igwes, just like every other thing that has deteriorated in our homeland. Okay? Just like every other thing that deteriorated in our homeland. We have not opened up the lines, my brother. But let me just quickly open up the lines before we proceed. Let me just quickly open up the lines. Hello?
But today, we have the worst of our people.
You see, people who are not ready. Anytime you want to call, please call and mute where you are listening this program from so that we don't interrupt us. But I will not open up the lines until I finish this narrative in just about a few minutes. All right, so this is where we now find ourselves, how we now find ourselves where we are today. All right, now things have fallen apart. Our system has deteriorated. Before I open up the lines, there is something I need to show you. Because the people, some communities are already protesting against their Igwe institutions or their Igwe, especially those ones that were suspended by the Anambra state government for their activity. It was just a big shame, all right, for you to have the person you call your traditional leader, you know, being the person that is occupying the position of authority in your homeland and gotten involved in this kind of shame where they are caught sharing money up and down. All right, so some people have taken a protest. Look at these people. This is Aguleri people, and fortunately or unfortunately, whatever, these people, the governor of Anambra state is from this community, Aguleri. Okay, and you know, Aguleri, they have two Igwes. They have two different, I don't know how they set up that thing, but the two of them were suspended by the governor. And the people have gathered and said they want to abolish them. They want them to be suspended, not just suspended, they want them to be withdrawn as their Igwe so that they can elect another one. Now, Igweship is now something that you do through electoral process. So that is to tell you it has no connection with our traditional values and norms. That is why they cannot hold the basis for our traditional institutions. They cannot hold it. So, but I want you to take a look at what is happening there, and I'll be right back to continue on this program. And when I come back, I'll open up the lines.
You don't want it. You can see the reaction from the crowd. The people don't want them to fail. We have passed the vote of no confidence on them for their conduct, for their character.
Thereafter, they proceeded to Febuary, where their dethronement was pronounced.
If other people, other traditional rulers will be able to say, oh, what you people did is condemnable, and they suspended them for 1 year, we the blame people are to have injured what is being expected of us. So from each year down to the last age grade to the toddlers have said that these people should be. And they have decreed. If the government was they can treat them there, then they can no longer have traditional laws.
The President General of the 5 quarters of Febuary then moved to the Anambra State Government House, where they hand over the copies of their resolution to the Secretary to the State Government, who received it on behalf of the governor.
We'll read that and I'll bring this to the attention of His Excellency, obviously. Thanks for making this a very peaceful demonstration, and also thanks for showing solidarity with the governor, which I can see from the strength of feeling that you are really very upset with this. But your demand will be communicated to His Excellency, who will consider that and obviously make a decision.
Now they wait on the state government to withdraw the certificate of recognition from the 2 suspended traditional rulers.
You can see the reaction from the crowd.
Yeah, I guess you have seen that news altogether. This is still BVI Channel 1, and we are still on the live broadcast talking about the abolition of Igwe sheep in Igboland, the traditional. We've been, highlighting on the historical antecedent, taking our point of reference from what is happening currently in Anambra State with the suspension of 12 Igwes by the governor. So, and this community, Aguleri, from where the governor came from, also 2 Igwes were, suspended, and they are now protesting, not for the reinstatement of the Igwes, but to withdraw them completely, so that even after the suspension, they should not be their Igwe. They will get another people to replace them as Igwe. So now we are now asking our people, looking at what is happening now, do you think that this institution called Igwe should be abolished in Igboland? So we'll be taking your comments from the live chat, and also the lines are open for you to drop your comments. All right? So the number to call remains 0810-4545-533. But before I go to your comments, let us consider what is expected of these Igwes. Yes, the Igwes are people that are supposed to be elders per se. All right? And elders are people that are supposed to be seen as the mouthpiece of God, especially when they are occupying such positions in the society. They should be seen as blameless. All right? They should be faithful to their people. Their temperament should be in check. They should be people that are sober and vigilant. They should be people of prudent mind, and of course, behave orderly and respectable. They should be people that are hospitable, accommodative, and able to teach the younger generation. Now, from what we are witnessing in Igboland, how many of Igwes or elders in Igboland possess these qualities, or leaders in Igboland that possess these qualities? Your answer is as good as mine. To be honest with you, a lot of people have responded to this very question. This very question that we are discussing on this program this morning, this moment, rather. Should Igwe sheep, the kingship, be abolished? Many people have responded, and we'll be taking some of their response on the course of this program. But let me quickly go to the live chat. You can call to make your submission. We are here to do justice to that. So let us go to the comment section and see what we have there at the moment. Let's see what we have there at the moment. We have, and we'll be acknowledging some of those people who are joining us, because we appreciate every one of you who join us on this program. All right, we have Zitel Buchi, and we are going to only be reading out comments that are valid to what we're talking about. Compliments, we are going to acknowledge you also. All right, Zitel Buchi, thank you for watching. Emmanuel Ezenwa said, Igwes are very corrupt. If abolition will help, so be it. They are of no use to our people. Do you agree with him? I think so. I seriously think they needed to be abolished, and we now return back the institutions of the Council of Elders. That will help a long way, okay? That will help a long way in checking some of these atrocities happening in our homeland. Austin Ungene said, I simply do not understand why Nigerian government don't want to fix electricity, especially I have been living outside Nigeria for 10 years now, as never before electricity or water went off. My brother, I know why you made the comment, because to be honest with you, recently things have improved in the past 1 week, all right? A lot of people are saying the same thing, that electricity have improved in their area. Not that we're having 24 hours electricity, but at least to some extent, people are now enjoying about 5 hours, electricity. Let us take this caller. Hello? Hello?
Yeah, brother. Good evening.
Good evening to you. Please, your name and where you are calling us from.
All your regular touches about. I'm from Spain.
Go ahead, my brother.
Okay. What I want to say concerning all these people, we are calling Igwes and the Ezes and all these autonomous political stooges that they plot here and there. These people are inconsequential people. At the high time, we know that these people is part of the major problem we have as a people. The better for us, because this is not the way to plant Eze, because they have become market men and women. They have become market to men and women. It's not how in a state you have more than 30 Eze. This is call it a kind of aboro. These are aboros. The high time we understand that the prestige of all these people are going now. You think it's of no importance to recognize these things. I don't call them Igwes, because my number one question is, how much were they sharing, and was that money they have in their hands dollar, pounds, or euro, or is it this tissue paper they have there that they are sharing, mingling about, putting in their pockets? This is the reason why they can sell their own people. A human being can be slaughtered, they corner them in Abuja to go and take money for these peanuts that is not even up to 200,000 naira or 100,000 they are pocketing in their pockets. So it's high time they abolish all these things. We don't need these things. Apart from the essay that is born, any other thing, this autonomy and the political stooges they plot there, close all those nonsense, because this is our genesis to our problem. And if we don't recognize it, we will continue to put ourselves in jeopardy. This is my contribution.
I agree with you, my brother. I agree with you. Then what should we do in replacement of them? If we abolish them?
But if we abolish them, let there be those original Ezes that is meant to be Eze in each state, and they should have council of elders. Simple. This is how we usually operate.
You're correct.
All of these stooges here and there.
You are correct.
You understand me?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Thank you.
Because you don't tell me, for example, you don't tell me Queen of England is coming up to see 50 Ezes in one state, not even a country. And then in the country you will visit 100 and something Ezes. This is market men and women. So we should stop this kind of childish behavior we see in our society.
All right. Thank you very much for calling, my brother.
You're welcome.
Okay, let's take another caller. Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, your name and where you're calling us from.
I'm calling you from Spain. My name is Stanley. I'm calling from Madrid, Spain.
All right, go ahead. All the country Spain is not on a line now. Go ahead.
Not the way good. You know, because if I'm like you said, Imagongo Abonye just now the intro. You know, this thing is so foreign to us. When the British people came in, because of the kind of system hang when Abefa or what I go for the hang. So they want to impose it on us. We are Republicans. And I say Igbo Republicans, or this is Igbo Republican Party of America. No. You know? And then this kind of Igwe lineage or something like that. You know? And the problem is going now to self now. More so we get na mfana gwa self. Now kwado alose. Many of the names, many of the names self hanetu chukwu kika abiama. Na waka im dizechi Igwe. Chieftaincy titles. And things are getting bad. This thing highly imported product before everywhere clan, and towns. And each town and in charge of, for example, I see Obodofa or Nkankanka. Only when something they wrong, they push here. My own suggestion though, abolish everything because it is foreign to us. If you elect the president generals of town unions, they work in tandem of everybody. Now because of Igwe, we don't Abuzio Kenya now every town. And that is why things are going now.
Exactly.
We don't recognize we don't recognize man each town now and Igbo now seriously. We forget them.
My brother. What you're saying is the truth.
You know, we just forget all of these people. With how can it be? Even okay, legally constituted, how can 12 Igwes from Anambra State move to Abuja? Iga Koto governor of an the governor. I am telling you, also we have to weigh 100 trillion back here. Go see them in your power. I don't support it, no, but go see them in your power that we have to buy them. Because these people they go and need buy me money. Somebody will ever go mother put a chain of you and qualify. I want to teach to as well now and you see again. You know. So I support this. I know now how I get do a campaign now because careless money. Okay, look at now. Only got a rebel now to say or something like that now. You pay them 5% of local government allocations. How can that be? If you pay them 5% of local government allocations, what money is there to develop the local government? And local government, anywhere go from Abuja, how will we you want to do pocket and the whole thing I answer here. You know, they don't care for us. Nothing. I
call them warrant chiefs. That's why I call them warrant chiefs. They are warrant chiefs.
It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable what is going on now. I need to get put us here. You have brought our men. Let us say the truth. You have brought men. British people just forced it on us because we have Nandi Yoruba, Nandi Hausa. Is just for us to fall in line. You know? Oh, you have brought men at all. So my brother, I thank you for this subject, and I want to, no matter after this attack, but stand firm. Please stand.
We are not looking at anybody.
Stand firm.
We are here to say the truth, whether they like it or not. It's not my business. My business is to say the truth and stand on it.
Yes, it's my area. It's not Igwe. It's a lion. Only 3 or 4. Aguleri will be a few go before. If you don't open autonomous community. Oh, now be here anyhow. one clan a capital with her, one clan a capital with her. Oh, no, be here now. Some of them are only Igwe, that has been independent achieved when Agulere fought, time immemorial. If you don't Igwe, Igwe clan is my area.
You see? Very pathetic. Very, very pathetic.
Imagine when they now, they put a clan or a village, a very popular first, not Igwe. You know?
Too bad. Too bad. Oh, no, the way get an election.
Can you hear me now? And I put the truth be told, Edu, the truth be told. How can somebody put out man here? I am seriously Igbo staunch Republican. I believe from nonsense. How can somebody stay here? Now, as I go, the biggest thing, you think God is happy with us? Igbos will have to go back to their God and ask for repentance. I am telling you.
I agree with you.
You know?
I agree.
So thank you so very much, my brother. Yeah.
Thank you. God bless you. God bless you. Thank you for calling.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for calling. If you go behind you, this is what we are talking about. You see, this traditional institution have been bastardized, honestly speaking, and this is one of the things that are causing backwardness, confusion, strife in our homeland. There is no more truth. There is no more justice. When you have people, men without honor, occupying such positions, highly politicized positions. Okay, what have they done? Since we are talking about this anti-open grazing bill, since many of their villages are being ransacked, how many of them has come up to speak up? How many of them have aired their view independently, telling the world and even the president of the country? They went to Abuja to tell the president to start clapping for the president of the country for uncompleted projects. Uncompleted projects, so they went to Abuja because they gave them money. They all lined up to clap for. Thank God they didn't even, the man did not even regard them. Men without honor, men without shame, men that are supposed to be our fathers, that we are supposed to learn from. These are the things that they teach the younger generations. It's very unfortunate. This institution, the problem of this institution lies on its foundation, how it was set up. Warrant chiefs. Warrant chiefs. Only Zukatori, Echichi. There is no altar of truth. There is no justice again. Impunity in our system. This is what we are witnessing, and this is what we need to address, and that is why we are making this program live, so that you can air your opinion. I'll quickly go back to the comment section. We have Austin Ongene for your contribution. We already have read your comment. Blessing Jones said, I think they should abolish it. Those traditional rulers, because meant to protect their people, but instead they use it to practice evil. Yes, they were meant to protect their people, but yet they use it to commit evil. Do you know that some of these Igwes have been fingered as accomplices to some of these herders, Fulani herdsmen, ravaging their villages? Some of them gave us some part of their lands and gave money. They collected money and gave part of their lands. Some are even community lands, some are even people's private lands where they cultivate. And these people go in there to destroy farms and destroy the cash crops. Hello? Hello, your name and where you're calling from?
Hello?
You are live on air. Your name and where you're calling from?
Hello?
Go ahead, we can hear you.
It's Chukwudi from Santos.
All right, go ahead, Chukwudi.
Yeah, when I'm following your issue of today, no, but there's something about that. There was so much, even so much of Igbo here. The thing, no, after that, if you were so. After that, if you were so more, I don't know what I'm interested in any day. When I want to know more, that's that is not ordinary.
nke nukwuzikwere n'ike na ọya ka nna n'ike na maka ọ na-awụ ikwu asịgụ na
ndị ọdịnala na nna ya na-emebu ya so na ọ na-anyị mere na-arụ because there were a lot of contradictions dịka ihe na-eme na east dịka some things ọ na-ahụ na-afụda ọ na-agbam anya mmiri because I don't know what believe when I'm not going to eat every mother. Na-eri na-aṅụ mmanya even sef enyefe oche na-ekwere ebe a na-akwụkwọ ụgwọ flag ọ bụrụ na ịkwụrụ flag ndị mmadụ amaka pay condolences ebe mmadụ nwụrụ. If you want to voice out a lot of opposition, people will attack you from everywhere. Saying ihe a ihe na-emegbu eme ndị ụmụazị amụrụ na township amụrụ omenala na this a lot of attack and a lot of opposition. So who are
ndị amakeku ndị obodo adịrọ mma hijack the institutions of authority na ala Igbo. Oya with the problem.
That is it. So who are you want to go now? What is happening? No, okay, obodo. Asị na enwere igwe ndị igwe enwere chief. Just get ihe ndị chief a na-emezi. What is their functions? What is their job? Obodo anara obodo enwere cemetery. Nothing is working. Ihe a na-agbasa afala. Allah agbasa. Okay, the other time we were talking of open grazing na I get 1 million march. In a 1 million march, the highest patronize carrying do full and the whole Nigeria won't do. Yes,
my brother called him back.
Yes.
My brother called him back. I didn't do it. A lot of people are calling. Obiko, thank you.
Okay.
Hello.
Yeah. Yes.
Your name and where you are calling from, my brother?
Yes, I'm Austin calling from South Africa.
Go ahead with the submission.
Yes, I want to say that Nigerian government have hijacked the elders and the Igwes in our country, because there's nothing that is going to happen as long as they are giving those guys money. All right. There's nothing that will ever happen because they've bought them with money, so they select them to do exactly what they want them to do. All right. Correct. So I don't see any solution that is going to happen anytime soon in Nigeria to fix Nigeria to be a better place. If you living outside Nigeria, you realize that Nigeria is in a big mess.
Very big one.
If you living outside Nigeria, you realize that Nigeria is in a very big mess.
I agree totally with you.
There's nothing that want to be fixed over there. They don't want to do anything. All right. So the only way is to put the right people that God chose to be Igwe in Nigeria, not the one that politicians fix there to do their wishes.
Yeah, of course.
I'm ashamed to say that I'm from Nigeria when I'm overseas, because they laugh at us that nothing is working. Seriously. But I hope that one day we're going to come home and return to Biafra. Biafra is only hope that we have. So thank you very much.
Thank you very much for calling. Thank you for your submission. Thank you for calling. Some people are already reacting through the WhatsApp. Someone said, my brother, Council of Elders is traditional institutions of Igbos that has existed and never failed. That is the truth, and that is what we're saying here. Okay? This Igboship is an aberration. It's strange. It's foreign to our people. Yes. And that is why it has continued to fail. It has continued to display shame. They are just tools for oppression. Okay, so let's go back to the comment section. Don't forget, this is a live broadcast. You can call to make your submission. The numbers remain 081045455533. If you're calling from outside Nigeria, add +234 to the number. Thank you very much. Okay, we've taken Blessing Jones. Now, Johnson Godwin said, Nigeria is a boiling pot ready to explode. Honestly speaking, you are correct. All right, go local with Queen watching. Thank you very much. Austin Ungene said, if anyone in government can read my comments, Nigeria is a mess to come back to anyone that has been living abroad. Electricity, water, hospital, roads, much more. Of course, we know all that, bro. We know that Nigeria is not working. Everything in Nigeria has failed. All right? So, but it is left for the people to fix it. From their own home, from their basics. All right? Everybody must understand that Nigeria is a failure. Nigeria is a crime against humanity. I keep saying it. And I'm an advocate of dismantling of every colonial institutions and installment in Africa. Nigeria as a country is a product of colonization. As well, many other African countries. They are product of colonization and product of slave trade. So until we abolish those things, we will continue to be slaves. All right? Good. So this traditional institution called Igwe is also a colonial institution. It was the white people that introduced it, and they are called Warrant chiefs. Today, the traditional rulers called Igwes are the modern Warrant chiefs. All right. We have other people who dropped their comments. Austin Ungene, you've been dropping a lot of comments here. I acknowledge you. Before Nigeria can have peace, they must, as a matter of urgency, let Biafra go. Not just only Biafran people. The Oduduwas will go. The Arawas will go. All the people that are trapped in Nigeria should be free. That is what we're talking about. Okay? That's what we're talking about. Then, Matt community said, do people still recognize the work of healers in Dibia? If I not Dibi Igbo, India will get our Dibi Igbo. Unfortunately, just like African mentality, every Dibia is an evil person. Yes, every Dibia is an evil person. And they are occultic and diabolic. They call it black magic. But Dibia used to be medical doctors. Ndị dibia na banye bụ medical doctors. Ndị na-eji mkpọrọgwụ na afịa agwọ ọrịa. O efe dibia bụ. Eji akpọ nke a na-agụ na school dibia oyibo. Okay? So that is what we have found ourselves in. African colonial mentality. Destroyed everything Africa held so esteemed. All right. Franklin Opara said, scrapping the Igwe's office is not a solution. The main issue is having a sincere, genuine person in that office who has the interests of the people at heart. My brother, the problem is when the foundation is faulty, what can the builders do? That is the problem. You cannot build on a faulty foundation. The Igwe institution, we are saying that it is a faulty foundation. It is an aberration. It is a product of colonization. You have to understand why was that institution established and to what use have it served all these years in our homeland? Subjugation, oppression, maintaining and protecting the interests of those that appointed them, which are the white people, now the government. That is why they have not risen up to speak up, because many of them, they are under the salary of the governors. They are getting patronage from corrupt politicians and corrupt businessmen who they don't even know how they make their money. And pam, anything. You collect title. So title are no longer merited. Title is about the number and the amount of money in your bank account. How much do you have? So that is why things are falling apart. So the issue is not even about having a sense to be understood. Yes, I acknowledge that if the right persons who have the aspiration of the people are, you know, in authority like the Igwes, to be honest, it will be difficult for them to even do well, because the institution that established them is embellished in corruption, and they have been set up to fulfill a particular mandate which is oppressive to the people. So that is the problem. So scrapping it out completely and restoring back the original traditional institution of administration in Igboland called the Council of Elders. Respectable men will apply what we call collegiate leadership. We don't have one man on top dishing out orders. That is not our system. That is why we are called Republicans. So you have to understand that. It is very important. Thank you very much for your comment. Franklin Opara. We also have Karim Olashi. Say, based on what I saw in the clips, they are all evil. Of course, that's what we're talking about. He said, presenter, we can hear the caller more than you. We cannot hear you very well. I'm sorry about that. Maybe it's from the setup. Okay. Sorry about that. We will fix that in subsequent program. Just bear with us. Okay. Let us just increase a little bit of the mic so that you can hear us effectively. Okay. Wait, let me adjust the mic. Hello, I think we have another caller. Hello.
Okay.
Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, your name and where you're calling from?
Yeah, this is Francis from Johannesburg.
Okay, go ahead with your submission, please.
Yeah, the topic is if kingship should be abolished.
Yes.
Okay, my own suggestion is that I'm not sure it's a good idea to abolish the kingship, but by my own suggestion, I should prefer, or they should do it rotational, within maybe if it's possible every year, instead of leaving one person there to be there like lifetime, perpetrating evil and this kind of rubbish they are doing. At least every year, it should be rotational within the community. At least they will circle it and see who is the best, like who can rule his people more effectively, instead of leaving one person there.
Do you know, my brother? Do you know, my brother, that Igwe institution is an aberration, is strange to Igbo culture and tradition? Do you know it's not part of our tradition to have Igwes?
No, I don't know of that.
That is what we're saying here. It was established by the colonial master.
No,
we don't have.
No, if it's not part of our tradition, the best thing is to let it go.
That is what we're saying. That is what we're saying here.
No, now it's understandable. If it's not part of our culture, no need to keep something that we cannot handle. So it's better they go. Let us face our own culture.
All right. Thank you very much. Let us take other calls. Thank you for calling.
All right.
Hello. Hello.
Yeah, hello.
Hello. Your name and where are you calling from?
Yeah, this is Raphael. I'm calling from Abuja.
You are calling from where?
Abuja.
Go ahead with your submission.
Yeah, so I feel the whole traditional rulership thing is the reason why we don't really have progress in this country. There is so much divide on that front, because when you have like a lot of little groups, trying to impose their own ideologies, then it becomes difficult for we to have a collective interest. Yeah, so that's I think that's the basics of what I want to say.
All right. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you very much.
God bless you. You see that? That's what we're saying. That is what we're saying. Many people don't even know that Igboship is not even our tradition. And they say they are traditional rulers. They are not traditional rulers. They are warrant chiefs. They should come and address it. Let us see. Many Igbo communities don't know what is Igboship before the coming of the white men. There is nothing like kingship. We don't have rulers. Have you asked yourself why is it that Igbos, they say Igbos are kingless society and secular society? That is what we are. We are Republicans. We are people being led by collegiate leadership, by council of elders. These are the people that make decisions in each community. But the Igbo people abolished it, eradicated it, removed, scrapped it, and now installed what you call warrant chief, which is now the Igboship, which have done more harm than good. Nkucha said, yeah, well, but I'm going to say the truth. This is the truth, and our people must know the truth. Until we match a brake and put it on reverse gear, things will not change. Things will continue to fall apart. And that is what we are saying on this platform. Okay? Those that call, thank you very much for calling. Let me quickly go back to the comment section because we will soon be rounding off this program. Don't forget that this program is a live program. Many people watch it after the live broadcast. The comment section is there for you to continue the discussion. We'll continue the discussion on the comment section anytime we close from the live broadcast. Okay, let me quickly go back to the comment section and see who we have there. So, Franklin Opara, thank you for your comment. Karimo Lassi says, based on what I saw, that they are evil people. Okay. Asaba Dragon said, greetings. Okay. I greet you, Asaba Dragon. All right. Abraham Ozoma said, Eziato is selling our land to Fulani. Yeah. Or the Eziato or Igwe. He's selling our land to Fulani because of his political interests. Too bad. Stanley Onwumeze said, no, it is not our tradition. Of course, that is what we're saying. And that is why we are advocating for it to be scrapped out. The Math community said, the European Jesus version of our ancient African culture is not the answer. Alright? So Leon TV said, hey bro, I cherish this topic and I want to let my homies know that in the America, very, very sharp. Alright, he said, hey big bro, I cherish this topic and I want to let my homies know that civilization ain't doing us any good. What we practice today ain't how we are made. Alright. I'm not going to call the things when ain't. Alright, thank you my brother for that commentary. That is coming from Leon TV. Alright, thank you so much for that stuff. And what you say is absolutely correct. Most of the things that we practice today is alien to our people. Alright, and that is not how we are made. That is exactly what my brother was saying. Alright? Thank you very much for that comment. Math community also said that this is an issue across the African world. Of course, it is true. This is the same thing that we are witnessing. And that is why most African countries are still behind. Okay? They are still lagging behind. Alright. Former Godwin said, my brother, God bless you, some of them are politicians of Nigeria. We have to stop. Of course, you are correct. You are correct. Matt community says, see, okay, I think we have taken your comment. Osaka John said, see how the entire Eastern monarchs and elders are disgracing themselves up and down. And what a shame to each of them. I rest my case. Thanks, Mazi. Thank you too. Thank you too, my brother. You said it all. Okay? Austin Ungene said, guys, please hit the like button so the channel can get more people to hear, more people in here to watch as well. Yes, what we needed you to, after hitting the like button, hit the share button. Take this program, take this platform to your WhatsApp contacts, to your Facebook, to your Twitter, to your Instagram, all your social media platforms. Let them get this message, especially all our people, because we are giving a whole lot to reach out to our people with the right information, because it is information that is power. And here we say the truth, undiluted, the truth that will set us free. Not just set us free, but make us free indeed. Thank you very much, Austin Ngene, for that, your wonderful comment. I appreciate you. Also, Robert, we say hello to you. Okay? That is it about for what we have here. Let us take another comment from Matt's community. Say, whoever sits in the position of leadership or kingship needs to be guided by the divine principle of Ubuntu. The Council of Elders is also guided by divine leadership. That is correct. That is very, very correct. And that is what we have for now on this topic. Do you support? So if we count by vote, the majority have carried the day. Our people subscribed that this kingship, Igweship in Igboland should be abolished. And we are going to take it further to the next level. Okay? Thank you so much for watching. Those of you who have watched this far, we appreciate you all for being part of this program. Don't forget, this live broadcast is coming every Tuesdays and every Friday. On Tuesday, we do Matters Arising, where we talk about every other thing affecting us as a people, affecting us as black nation all over the world. Okay? On Friday is Biafra Discuss, where we talk about Biafra issues. So make a time with us every Tuesdays by 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. and on Fridays by the same time, 6 p.m. to 7 p.m., where we interact with each other, where we share our opinion, where we express our views with issues regarding issues that are affecting us. So I appreciate you. If you're just joining us for the first time, you're welcome on board. This is BVI Channel 1, the place where you get the truth undiluted, where we see it, we say it, where we are mobilizing and setting up a community of a people that will provoke the kind of revolution that will set us free. Yes, that is what we do here. So you're welcome on board. Invite other people to join us next week. Make a time with us, share our programs. Don't forget, we have an app. If you go to Google Play Store, go to our app, store BVI Channel 1, search it, download it, install it on your devices. It is a one-stop shop. We have everything. We are also upgrading it so that everything you see here on our website, on our YouTube, Welcome back. Sorry about that break in transmission as expected. Okay, that was the inevitable which we know that will happen. That is the power failure. We've switched back to our alternative power supply. All right, thank you so much for being part of this program. We're almost rounding off for the program before it's struck. All right, so like I was saying, on our app, please endeavor to download it. Follow us on all our social media platforms. Always, you know, be part of what we are doing. Engage in all our activities. The 1 million march, we still need people, volunteers. The flyers are out. People already coming on board. Please be part of that movement because we must march to end open grazing. With that, I am signing out and saying, may God bless you. Stay safe at all times. Goodbye.